The nonprofit cultural center Fort Mason Center for Arts and Culture hosts a lively mix of arts, educational and cultural programming across its campus. And now they're about to have a big free event that features new artworks, curator talks, live performances, and more. Here to tell us all about it is the Director of Arts Programming and Partnerships, Frank Smigel, and artist Oscar Lopez. Frank, Oscar, thanks for joining us here at Live in the Bay.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so excited to talk about the spring art walk that is happening at Fort Mason Center. So give me an overall view, Frank, of what it's about.
Sure. So as our name implies, the Fort Mason Center for Arts and Culture is a former military facility that in the 70s entered into the National Park Service, and in 1977 we came on as kind of stewards of the site to transform it into an arts campus. So we have a number of resident organizations, many who have been with us since the opening, like the Magic Theater, cultural makers like Green's Restaurant. And what we like to do with the art walk is find a way to encourage new visitors to come, because often each org has their own audiences, and provide a kind of one-stop. Why don't you sample all of the visual arts offerings in this case that are on view? So on May 30th from 5 to 8, it's kind of like a gallery art walk in a neighborhood, but it's using our total campus, and we'll invite Haynes Gallery, Foresight Foundation, the Museo Italo-Americano, SF Camera Work, and for the first time, the American Indian Cultural District, whose offices are at Fort Mason, will participate. They've commissioned 2 new murals for one of our warehouse buildings. And what happens is the artists who are involved in all these shows, some of the curators, behind the scenes people, are there for just pop-up brief talks, so you can really sample on the half hour, circulate around the campus and see the kind of different ways that we bring arts and culture to the northern waterfront.
Really a great mix for everyone to enjoy, not only the art, but also the space. So that's great. And Oscar, you're one of the artists that will be debuting a very special mural there. Tell me about your mural.
Well, the name of the mural is called Your Food, My Work, or Land, and it's to honoring farm workers, especially in the Bay Area. So Hammond Bay, Montara, and I'm expanding a little bit to also Watsonville. And it's really the importance to create conscious about where our food, vegetables, and fruits are coming from, and how much of the hard work they do for us over here in the community. So I think through art, it's really important to have them honor to begin with, and other acknowledge, and hopefully create a little bit more of communication between us as a consumers and them as a providers, and in the future help them with a little bit of reforms if it's needed, or any support that we can give them, because I think they're really important for us.
Yeah, what did it mean to you to be able to honor these agricultural workers with your art?
Well, all of this started in the pandemic, when I realized how much of the work they were doing. We have the pandemic, we have the fires, and I still having food in my table. So I create a poster that reflect about that, but also my heritage. My grandfather was a farm worker, and the High Street Center in the city was really interested to it. So for me to give back to the community in art form, but also create conscious, is super important.
Well, congratulations, Oscar, on accomplishing that. I know that they will feel very honored by your works, and it's exciting that it's unveiling at the Spring Art Walk. Frank, I want to bring it back to you. In addition to the art, there's live performances, there's so many other activities that are happening as well. What can families expect when they come to this event?
Well, one of our great residents is the San Francisco Children's Art Center, and starting at 5 o'clock, they're going to have hands-on art-making activities. If you come right at the beginning, there'll be stuff for your kids to dive into. One of the things I should say with Oscar's piece, the mural commission is particularly challenging because it's not one big wall. It's an old military architecture that used to have 18 individual loading docks. Those have been covered in, and now when we commission an artist, they have to figure out how to fill in these 16 to 18 voids with different unique panels. So one of the things that's going to be remarkable with Oscar is we're hoping to do a number of printmaking activities, coloring books, so kids will be able to really kind of look at the individual panels, perhaps color a version of it, or make one that's inspired on their own. I mean, you often work in these workshop models where you're asking kids where their food comes from.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love the interactive part of having the kids not be able to take it and only be able to take it in, but do an activity that goes along with the mural. That's really fun. Oscar, what do you hope that families take away from this event and from your murals?
Well, first of all, I think that the beauty of public art and the beauty to have it at Fort Mason Center is that everyone can have access to it. And it's super inclusive. So no matter who you are or your age can come and see it and enjoy my vision as an artist, but also how the farm workers are portrayed. The other is to have that interaction with art, rather with either the printmaking that we're doing or the activities that Fort Mason is bringing. But it's really important for us to communicate through art and to embrace things through art.
That's beautiful, Oscar. I can't wait to see all of the murals now. I'm going to have to go check it out. Frank, where can people get more information to make sure that they know everything that's going on and they can come and visit?
So just go to our website, which is just fortmason.org. The event is on May 30th from 5 to 8. And following up on that, Oscar is going to be in residence in the summer doing workshops. The first one's June 9th with our colleagues at the Haight Street Art Center in conjunction with the Fort Mason Center Farmers Market, which is there every Sunday. So you'll really have this proximity between agriculture workers, folks close to the land, and these portraits, and the artist who's kind of the interface between them both.
Well, thank you so much, Frank and Oscar, for joining us and sharing all about your murals and what people can expect at Fort Mason.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.